What's going on, gamers? Well, you know what this is. We have to check an X-bot fanboy or an X-cuck fanboy that cannot realize reality and is projecting massive delusion onto the gaming community. It has not woken up and figured out what the hell is really going on and how no matter what you say, nothing is going to change the way things are working. Nobody is going to get that Magnus like you think. You do not know how much you're going to be priced out, and you don't even know the release date of it. And we still got some time to go. So this is pretty sad because this guy is saying when the next Xbox launches with GTA 6, it will break the backs of all the ponies who think the PS5 Pro will be the best place to play Grand Theft Auto. This guy's highly delusional. Let's get into this, though. Are we ready, y'all?
What if the PlayStation 5 Pro is the second best place to play your new and shiny Grand Theft Auto 6?
Is this guy serious? Dude, do you know the release date of the Magnus? Do you also know that it's not going to be coming out in 2026? This guy's projecting again to try to think that Xbox is going to get somewhere because of a third party game. Do you not realize that they have destroyed themselves? That it has nothing to do with Grand Theft Auto? And if they would have been in a good position, if they would have done the right things they were supposed to be doing since the Xbox One era. Nothing can help Microsoft now. They spent 100 and something billion to get Call of Duty, which sells more over time by the time the next GTA. You know how many times Call of Duty has sold in those 15 years since the last GTA came out? I'm just going to give this guy a perspective here. They've monopolized everything. Nothing can help this brand. And that device is going to be so expensive. Nobody wants to pay almost $2,000 or $1,500 to play GTA. To play GTA. You know what I mean? People already have their PC rigs. People already have their laptops. Nobody needs to wait. You see what I mean? Nobody is guaranteed to also know how things are going to work on that console. I just don't understand. Like, not console. I don't even know what the hell they call it at this point with Microsoft. Call it a hybrid. Call it whatever the hell you want, guys. Well, my thing here is that you're just mass projecting because you don't have anything to project on. Just like the same people that are projecting on a TikTok nonsense. Stop mass projecting on mega successful aspects that are clearly relevant somewhere else. GTA will always be relevant to PlayStation. They're going to have the marketing rights, they're going to have the optimization, and you're going to be playing it on the Xbox Series X and S. You see what I mean? Let's just understand this, guys. And let's keep continuing here.
What if the best place is the partnered Asus and Xbox, who is currently working with AMD to get this device out, this under the box mythical.
Does he know that it's not going to be a console, that the only thing that's the Xbox aspect is to play your games backwards compatible? And that you're not going to get the native support through that? And it will be on the Pro with FSR4? You see what I'm saying? I don't understand why he's like thinking that that's going to mean something. It's like, dude, this console's not coming out till 2027. I'm telling you, there's no way Microsoft's launching that next year. It's not going to happen. Mm-mm.
Thing that is going to run your Xbox games. It's going to run your PC games on Steam. It's going to
How much is it going to be?
run your good old games and even your Epic Game Store games.
Dude, I can do that right now on my PC.
All on this partnered box underneath your TV. And it's going to be what? It's going to kind of follow the steps of what they did with handheld. And Xbox, you heard, like Sarah Bond literally said, we are learning as we put these things out. So when we come out with our own, well, there you go. Cork, I want to get your thoughts on this because November 19th is a very specific date. And that just so happens to be 4 days after November 15th, when what? The original Xbox released with Halo Combat Evolved.
I can't believe he just mentioned the original Xbox release date in contrast to something else. Guys, what is this guy talking about? I can't, man. I just can't. Dude, do you know what they just did with Halo? Why are you bringing up the look at that? This is really what he looks like right now for sure. Looks like an egghead. But I really can't imagine somebody talking about Halo after that Halo t-shirt. and them cucking out and saying that it's all going to PlayStation now and their team PlayStation. And this guy's bringing up an original Xbox release date. Where is the relevancy to this? You guys, come on. Where is the relevancy to that statement? Look at this guy down here says Boom lives in his own little world of rainbow sunshine and lollipops. He's trying hard just to fail. None of the Xbox tactics have worked in 2 generations. You would think that they would just give up or stop being moronic, right? You know what I mean? Why do they keep on doing this to themselves? The next Xbox PC hybrid is going to release at the earliest 2027. Are there any credible rumors placing it into 2026? Bookmarking this tweet for when it is inevitably wrong. Let's go down here. Look at this right quick. Yeah, I mean, the game isn't even ready for PS5. How can it be ready for PC or this Xbox shit hybrid? This guy is definitely taking pills. I mean, sure, but no one's going to spend $1,200 when they can spend $500 and play the same game that says PS5 in the trailers. Even PS5 Pro would fly off the shelves before this thing. If no one wants an Xbox now, no one will want one that costs $1,200. But dude, I've been told it's going to be $1,500, maybe $1,600, $1,700. What did that tax? You're going to be getting to the $1,600, $1,700 range. Like, at this point, why would you do that when you can just get the PS5 Pro for 7 something? Sony may even put it on sale. There may even be a PS5 Pro GTA bundle. It's about that affordability and getting in at that. Why is anybody going to choose Xbox or going to pay for that overpriced device and be stuck with that weird, creepy system when you could possibly run it on your PC in the future? And I don't know when the hell the PC version is going to come out, to be honest with you. But the point is that, dude, I'm telling you right now, people will choose the Switch version on a cloud over the Xbox version. They will. Nobody wants to buy Microsoft's next device. You will be lucky to sell 10 million, because let me tell you why. It is easily going to be over $1,000. 100%. You said very high end, very premium, and you're doing dual boot. Dude, that thing's gonna cost like $1,500, man. That's gonna be twice the price of a Pro. Nobody's going to do it. And he's in his imaginary fanboy fantasies, thinking that this is going to save Xbox. Like they're trying desperately to find anything to cope with. I'm telling you, that's what this base does. It's like this embarrassing lunatic cult base that cannot accept reality. It's very bad at this point. All the times they've been slapped in the face. Don't get me started, like I said, with that Homeland Security retweet and all that other stuff. And it's just in front of their face, and they still believe this stuff, and they still come against you. And that's when you realize, like, you really are just one, aren't you? And I don't want to be mean, but I'm just saying, you really are just this dumb, aren't you? Like, you really are just this sleep. Like, they just can't wake up. They're in this deep sleep of mental and emotional disordered realities, and that's not even a reality, and they just mass project out onto the obvious. You see what I mean? Where it's like, it's obvious it's going to do well with PlayStation, it's going to be there. But let's think of this fantasy and think of, once again, something coming around the corner. Guys, like, no, just shut it all down. That's why I do this. Just shut it all down and just stop and face reality and accept reality. But these morons cannot do this. And it is annoying after a while. At first, I was cool with backing up, but after a while, after that, like I said, these past few months with Microsoft and seeing that behavior, I will never in my life again, because it is just that bad.
Wouldn't it be a story to have this OEM box, this mythical thing that does everything and anything when it comes to playing games, releases on the 15th to celebrate what? The Combat Evolved remake. And on top of that, 4 days later becomes the...
What are you celebrating? They coked out and put on a t-shirt in front of you, moron. It's going to be selling more on PlayStation. Everything you're talking about is also going to be on the Switch. It's going to be on PC. What do you mean? You're not going to make that game do anything amazing. It's a single-player campaign game that's going to be on Game Pass on my PC to play on max settings. Why would the Magnus change anything when I can have a PC more powerful than it right now? And it's going to hit a peak. Like, this is what I mean. Like, I hate to say it, guys, I got to get WWE on this guy. Yeah, we got to get WWE on him. And you guys love that. Don't be no hypocrite. Well, most of y'all are not anyways. It's just a couple losers. This guy, once again, like, he's trying to make mythical. Like, dude, you are just being a Xbox fanboy. You're being a cultist lunatic with that. When it's clear, obvious, this is a losing brand with no identity. And you have the balls to bring up Halo, bro. It's the worst thing to bring up after all the behavior just happened. And then now you're trying to mass project into a game that is clearly a PlayStation successful IP. Rockstar's home is with Sony. They don't give a damn about your Magnus.
The best place to play Grand Theft Auto 6, because again, this is going to be an Xbox. You're going to be able to play your Xbox games on it.
No, it is going to be a hybrid PC device with dual boot backwards compatibility support.
Grand Theft Auto 6 is launching on an Xbox. This would break the backs of all of the ponies that think that the PlayStation 5 Pro will be potentially the best place to play. I'm pitching that it's going to be the second best place to play. Let's get your thoughts on my.
So he's saying, guys, he said it. He said it. Bookmarks. He's saying that the Xbox Magnus is coming out with the GTA 6 launch. I'm not going to deny, but I damn sure ain't going to approve it because I do not believe that. And you do not know if that game will get delayed again. But what I will tell you is more than ever, I think this is the closest release date we've ever gotten. That's just a hunch I get, right? Like, I think that that is a final placement almost now. I'm not going to guarantee it with Rockstar because you know how Rockstar is. But what I will tell you is that I think this is the closest release date we've probably seen. You see what I mean? I'm just saying I think so. And what Rockstar is looking at is not some dead-ass console that ain't going to buy anything that wants to beg for Play Anywhere. They're looking at a console that's over 100 million almost by that time. They're looking at a console that's going to pass up Xbox next year like Nintendo Switch. And then they're eyeing PC next. They're eyeing Steam next. What you gonna buy? It's your dead-ass brand. You don't buy anything. They're looking where they're gonna make the most money at because they spent $1 billion on that damn game. You think they give a damn about your platform? It's only relevant because it's extra money. So you think that Rockstar is going to fully optimize for something they don't even have dev kits for, too. And it's going to be somehow available, backwards compatible, day one, fully optimized. That's what he's saying, though. That's what he's saying, though, because there's no Xbox Magnus dev kits out. Usually when you see a console's close that year, the dev kits get passed out. You start hearing about they're being manufactured. That still said they're trying to figure out things. This guy clearly doesn't read, or I don't know if his intelligence works or anything. I just have to say it, man, because it's like, are we using our mind here? Or do we want to mass project copium as a fanboy? If you're going to represent Xbox, do it like AGN did, where things were flying and you were winning. But you know, the Xbox we cared about is no longer here. It's going to be a PC hybrid with backwards compatibility feats. So you are going to have to buy it off of the Microsoft Store and then hope that that backwards compatibility support is there day one. With this 1 year delay, do you really think that's going to happen? If that console is going to be launching next year, which I highly doubt, you know what I mean? We're talking about 2027. You know what I mean? So when it launches on the PS5 Pro, optimized and ready with bundles next holiday season, and there's no Xbox Magnus around, I wonder how this guy is going to feel. Like, comment, subscribe, let me know what you guys think. Like I said, I'm going to be right more than he is. This is a fanboy fantasy. Hey, and if it happens, we'll be back with a video. You know how it is. We face the truth immediately. Later, y'all. Hang in there. I ain't got nothing against the Xbox players or the Xbox base, but I damn sure got something against these fanboys and these cucks and these lunatic cultist behavior that comes out over there in Microsoft. First and foremost, more than anything, remember, Microsoft and the cultist fanboys and the grifters and the frauds. Later.